y'all, it's Jessica from Sloppy Swatches. Today I have the What's This collab box. This is a collaboration between Lucky 13 Lacquer, Heptatonics, Geek Fire Labs, and Nail Jewelry Bling. This is available right now on Lucky 13 Lacquer's storefront. I will link it down below. It will retail for $40, but with free shipping, and I was sent this box for review. I'll go ahead and show you a close-up of every item that you will receive and a swatch. So this box comes really nicely packaged, really unique. This is of course inspired by the Nightmare Before Christmas. So this is a quick look at everything you get once you open it. I'll start with the perfume. This is by Heptatonics. I will link their social media and storefront down below. This is called the Restless perfume and it is exclusive to this box. It comes with this incredibly pretty card, and it is described as a relaxing blend of bergamot, cypress, magnolia, and lavender with hints of yang yang, vetiver, and patchouli. So this is a very earthy scent, kind of a little bit manly. It does come with a nice size and a spray applicator. I did find that the scent was very strong. So next up are the lip balms. You get a scent with Jack the Skeleton King on one and Sally on the other. These all smell amazing. These are from Geek Fire Labs. Again, I'll link their social media and storefront down below. These are very nicely packaged, very professional. These both have a lot of really great natural ingredients that I felt good putting on my skin and made my lips feel great and nice and moisturized. I do feel like it absorbed in, which I prefer. It did a great job. I love the scent on these. They almost smell like they taste so good. I didn't really notice the taste. They are nice and clear, no pigment there, so you can wear them under or over, anything you'd like. I'm going to use these a lot when I go running to make sure that I don't get windburn on my lips. I'm really excited to have these two products. So next up are the polishes. These are from Lucky 13 Lacquer. The first one is called Deadly Nightshade, and this is an exclusive to this box. It's described as a royal purple with purple and golden shimmer. So this is a very deep purple. It looked very dark on the nails. You get all of that gold shimmer though. It really looks nice. There also is some purple or blue larger flakes, so it makes for a really cool combination. I'll go ahead and show you a brush shot, and I'll show you how Deadly Nightshade swatched on my natural nail. So here is a one easy coat. This polish does go on nice and smoothly, really easily. It does have a little bit of a thinner formula, so you may want to watch for pooling around the cuticles. I recommend doing thinner coats with this polish. At one coat, it's not quite opaque, so I will let that dry and come back in for a second coat. I don't think I let it dry quite long enough. I did have some pooling there, but two coats does build this one up beautifully. I did do a bit of a thicker second coat there, but it is completely opaque for me in two. If you did thinner coats, you may need to go ahead and do a third. So here's a look at the completed mani. Before top coat, you do get a lot of shimmer and shine on here, even without a top coat. Here's a view from an angle underneath my artificial lighting with the Elemental Ward top coat by Lucky 13 Lacquer. I'm running low on sunlight these days, guys. So I did go ahead and top everything off with the top coat from Lucky 13 Lacquer. I'll link that down below as well if you're interested. It's a really great top coat. These are my swatch photos under artificial lighting, and next up I'll show you the matte top coat. So this is a fog juice. It is a special name for We're All Matte here for this box only. So if you're really into Nightmare Before Christmas and you really want it to say fog juice on it, which I think is adorable, this is a great way to get it. This is an amazing matte top coat. I have used it for the last several days and I'm really impressed. I'll go ahead and show you a brush shot and I'll show you how it applied over Deadly Nightshade. So I get really frustrated with matte top coats. I've noticed that a lot of them will kind of fog up or get little white specks in them. This one does not do that at all. It's very nice, goes on evenly and smoothly. I did a little bit of a time lapse here so you can see it dry down on the nail. It does make a beautiful matte finish. It dries pretty quickly too, and I love how it feels on the nail. So here's a look at that completed mani with the Fog Juice matte top coat. This is my swatch photo under artificial lighting. And once more at an angle under artificial lighting. So the last item in this box underneath some more of that paper is the nail vinyls, and these are from Nail Jewelry Bling. I will link them down below. I've used a lot of their products and I've been really impressed. You do get 2 sheets of nail vinyls and they are the exact same. Really makes it so you can have enough to do both hands, a ton of the manis. I did a ton of like practice just macros. I think there are a bunch of different looks that you get out of these vinyls using both the vinyl and the leftover as a decal. So I'll go ahead and show you a few of the looks I did today. At the very bottom of the box, you also have the business cards for each of the businesses that are in this collaboration. So I'll show you really quickly how some of these vinyls performed for me. First, I'm going to use the stripes, and I did need to do a nice quick pull to get them off of the paper without the stripes sticking in. You really have to be careful with these to make sure they don't stick to each other, so just make sure you lay them nice and flat. I'm going to go ahead and stamp some Pure by Tux Polish right over that stripe image. I'm going to do 2 passes to get it nice and opaque. And the trick to using vinyls is really to remove them while the polish is still wet, so you don't get any pooling, but you get a nice crisp line. So these did really well. The only thing is you're going to have to make sure that they don't stick to each other. Next, I'll show you how the patchwork of vinyl performed for me. So again, I'm going to pull it a little bit quickly. Just get that nice edge and pull. I did have a little bit of the vinyl stuck into the stencil, so I just turned it over and then mushed it flat against the back and pulled it off again, and it was no problem. So this one is really nice. I'm really looking forward to using this as a quilt look, filling in each block with a different color. Here I did it over Deadly Nightshade. I just pressed it down to make sure it was all flush against the top coat. Again, I'm going to go in with some stamping of a Pure by Tux Polish. I think I just did one nice thick stamp here. I'm going to go ahead and remove it with my tweezers, and this left a really crisp lines. I was really impressed with this one. This one's super easy to use. So next I'll show you how I use the Jack silhouette. I ended up actually using the inside of the stencil, so not so much the stencil, more the decal. I'm going to apply this right over those stripes. I think that is my favorite way to use these. I'm not one of those girls who can put down a stencil and then pull it up for a nice, beautiful, circular, just perfect. I'm not one of those girls. I like the stencils. They're really easy to use. I did notice that the kind of black part in his mouth was stuck, so I just flipped it over my paper and pushed it down and took it back off. So the only thing that you'll want to make sure of when you're using these as decals is to just float a nice thick top coat over it to protect it and keep it flush. You may actually need to do 2 coats of top coat. My favorite piece on this entire nail vinyl sheet is the little tiny bat that is Jack's collar. You do get 2 of those. So here I'm just floating Elemental Ward right over the top of that decal. And lastly today I'll show you how the swirl, this is kind of the iconic Nightmare Before Christmas scene, when Jack is singing and walking across this swirling hilltop with the yellow moon in the background. This vinyl was a little bit big on my nails, but it went on nice and smoothly. I just pushed it down. Next I'm going to paint over with a Whip It Good by China Glaze. This is from the Brights collection. So I'm just going to paint a nice thick layer right over the image and then pull it up while it's still wet with my tweezers. So this one worked fabulous. I love the detail in the little swirl there in the center. So that's it for this review of the What's This collaboration box. I really enjoyed all of the items in this box. I'm so glad I got to review it and share it with you guys. This one is available right now, so if you're interested, don't miss out on these box exclusives. I will list all of the makers' social media and storefronts down below. If you're interested in seeing more photos, I do have those available on my blog at sloppyswatches.wordpress.com, or you can follow me on Instagram at sloppyswatches. So thanks so much for watching, guys. See you next time.